Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. In the last episode, we learned the dark secret that was the Great Sage Elysium. We found out that she was actually Oliver's mother. Oliver's mother, which was the Great Sage Elysium, passed away at the beginning of our adventure. And the whole point of our adventure was to go and save her in order to save our mother in our world. But that isn't the case. We weren't able to save her, and we never had the chance to. But we also found out one other thing. Because we know that the Great Sage Elysium went forward in time to go and find Shadar's soulmate, we ended up finding out that she ended her journey finding his soulmate. And that is, Oliver and Shadar are connected. And that is the final truth. And now we just know that we need to take down Shadar and give our promise that we promised his mother one final light. So, with that, we're at the end, almost at the end of the main story adventure. Although there's still more parts after this because it's only the first story. We're at Shadar's story. And then the next story would be the White Witches. So, let's finally finish off Shadar's story and make our way to Nevermore, which will be a special cutscene because it's actually painted in a way. So, BRB. And there it is, our final hurdle, Nevermore Castle. Our final thing we need to get through. And the only thing between us and the person sitting on its throne is the castle itself. The final dungeon of Shadar. And let's do this. Defeat Shadar, the Dark Shin. Let's do one save, and let's make our way into Nevermore. The Dark Shin's castle. It's a long time coming, and here we finally are, at the doorsteps of Shadar's reckoning, I guess you could say. But, honestly, I'm just surprised we're here this quickly. But, here we go, episode 30, where we're finally facing off with the major antagonist of pretty much most of the game. Although the White Witch would be the main antagonist. But Shadar's been a thorn in our side for quite a long time. And honestly, it's just nice to finally face off with him now. And I don't know if the enemies in here are actually gonna... Yep, they're running away from us, so we actually can just make our way through here. Okay, it looks like a star is taking us over here, so let's see what's going on over here. Hello, star. Why do we have to touch you? I believe... Oh yeah, this is part of Shadar's puzzles. Because Shadar's castle has its own puzzles. I forgot about that. Well, there we go. Anyone else heard a rumbling? There's something whirring into action, sounds like. What else do you gotta say? Oh, crikey, my guts. Sorry, Oliver. Can you give me a moment? You might want to stand in upwind of me, too. Okay, well, that's weird. But, there we go. The first little bit to actually make our way into Nevermore. I completely forgot that there was like a whole stair puzzle here. We'll face off with some of the enemies here. If we can get behind this guy, I'll end up fighting one of these. I believe these are called Boogeymen, if I remember correctly. And then we have the other version of the Bone Brigader. So the other version of Dalabar we're fighting off with. That's kind of cool. Okay, so I ended up throwing Ivern onto Oliver's team due to, I wanted to actually, since, as I keep saying, Ivern is a major, what do you call it? A major mascot for the channel, because ever since I originally did the original Kuni series, he's always been a major part of my, YouTube banner and stuff like that. So, honestly, to kind of end off Shadar, I think it would be fitting that we end up having, our little buddy that's been through thick and thin with us ever since the original series of this, to actually be used by us, because, originally, he was one of my familiars for Oliver. And due to the fact that there was no reason for me to use him on Oliver's team because we had a completely new familiar that I had never had the chance to ever play with, which was a Flutterby, which ended up being Hollow. which was pretty cool. Honestly, Hollow is a really fun familiar. I really did enjoy my time using him, but honestly, Ivern will always have a special part in my place in my heart, honestly. But let's see here. Do you reckon that made another set of stairs, then? Yep, I'm definitely reckoning that. So, let's keep making our way... Looks like we go upward. Okay, so we keep making our way towards the door. Okay, first section done. Now to just make our way through the next set of doors. Oh, this part's really cool. Okay, so this is one of my favorite parts about Nevermore Castle. It gets really trippy here, and this is one of the main things I remembered about this dungeon in specific. And it's actually, yes, this isn't me messing around with the cameras and everything. This is actually the game. So Oliver's literally running upside down on my screen right now. And it's very weird and wonky, but honestly I love it. It's one of the coolest things about this dungeon. Hey, look at that, we actually ended up running into an enemy that was gonna run at us, which is kind of funny. These, actually, specific enemies, don't actually chase you down. Only specific ones, and that is gonna hurt. Your splitter at certain levels actually hurts. 99 damage on one of our on one of our allies, and I took 45 damage from that other attack. Okay, let's actually get rid of these ruffians before we actually get hit by another one of those. Because honestly, I don't want to get hit by another one of those, and I take double damage from that, so thankfully I was able to get out of there before we actually got hit by that. And there we go. Perfect. Got our HP back at least. And we actually get to see Alucard in the end screen. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll be using him today as well because in the last episode we showed him off. And honestly, I think giving him 2 bosses to kind of work with before we get Marcus in would be kind of fair. And honestly, he's a little bit stronger than our, Dragon Lance. I did not expect to get a upgraded Lance today. Okay, let's throw that on to... Wow, 62. Wow. That is an upgrade. Okay, thanks. Thanks, I guess. I'm gonna throw that Royals... Oh, that's not even good on him. Okay, well, that's good. I don't think there's anything else I can throw that last one on. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay, so let's just keep moving. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And if I can actually get the... if I can get my controller to actually go to where we need to go... Okay, this is a little hard to move. Definitely not the easiest thing to kind of like make your way through, but honestly a really cool section. This would be a good place to have, the Resident Evil controls from the original games. Oh, it actually does! Okay, so it does have the whole tank control thing, going on in certain parts of the movements. That's actually kind of cool. Okay, so where are we going next? I think left. I'm not entirely sure, but I could be right. Ooh, free chest. Let's grab this real quick since we're over here. What did we get? Ooh, Shield of the Pure. Is that an upgrade for Goliath? If it is, I'm throwing that on. It is! It is a plus 15 attack, or plus 15 defense, and it auto-blocks enemy attacks. Because our Tundra Shield didn't have that, it only had resistance to water. That is not bad. I'll take it. Thanks, game. That's actually really nice. Okay, is there anything on the other side then? Because I would think that they would have 2 things over here. Nope, nothing. Well, free items, honestly. If we go the wrong way, we get free stuff. Honestly, it doesn't even bother me if we go the wrong way in this dungeon. Because, honestly, we're going to go through this dungeon no matter what happens in this episode. And we're finally going to be fighting off with Shadar and Griffin's Teeth. Ooh. Okay, let's throw that on, I guess. Well, this will be the last thing we, like, throw on immediately. Because, honestly, we got to keep moving. But let's see what this is, honestly. Because it's honestly got me... Ooh. Plus 10. Okay, throw that on. Just 10 damage right there for feelings. Honestly, I'll take it. Okay, let's keep moving. If we find anything else, we'll put it on after we made our way through here. And I think we've actually made it to the end of this little area. And we did. Yes, it is. Okay. And there's another freebie. Hello. What's in here? A Nostrum. I believe that's for mana. Honestly, not bad. And honestly, mana is always good. Okay, so where do we go now? It looks like we got 2 ways we can go, and we got these girl fiend enemies. You know what? Let's fight one. Oop, I tried to get directly behind it. Okay, this could be really bad. Phantasmas are the increased variations of the ones that I told you that can one-shot you, so we need to make sure this thing's gone before it can actually use it. Ooh, Darkness Beckons. Uh-oh, the other one's using it. Ooh, okay. Well, we canceled it, so... Or, for the most part. Well, never mind. We didn't cancel it. and ended up one-shotting Oliver. Honestly, we got a fan Sama, so I'll take it, but we do actually need to make sure that Ghost Whisperer is gone. Okay, so focus this. I don't care what happens with you, Swain, but you need to focus this guy. Okay, down he goes. Okay, so there's proof that those enemies are dangerous. And yeah, having a chance to one-shot an entire ally instantly is actually pretty bad. And honestly, we got it, so let's give her the name. Honestly, Penelope is honestly not bad. And there we go. We got ourselves one of those, and we have another unit that can actually one-shot somebody. Although, technically, we only have one of those on the team, and that is Alucard, since he actually has that ability. It still is pretty bad that we have to worry about a lot of things there. Well, let's do a full heal on Oliver since we have Healing Hand now. And honestly, I want to check what's on the other side of this door, because honestly, I forgot what's in the opposite areas. I think you can get some freebies. Well, this one doesn't have anything. Uh-oh. Well, oh, that's an actual enemy that's actually going to chase us down. Okay, cool. Usually, the enemies are running away from us, so we don't get to actually, like, deal with that, so that's actually kind of cool. And because I know this Ghost Whisperer is actually going to try and use that one-shot on us, because it already did in the last fight, let's just get rid of it so we don't have to deal with it. I don't think the Bone Brigader is going to do that to us, so I'm not even going to worry about that. And honestly, I hope my... Ooh, Esther did get the full heal. And Bolt Shower, what is that? I've never seen that ability before. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, it's an attack. Okay, cool. I was kind of worried about that on some of our allies having, not having special attacks when it came to getting the Golden Glims, because a bunch of the ones I've used have all been support units that had it. And honestly, it just was unfortunate whenever we tried to use an ability like that and it ended up not even working because of that. So honestly, I'm just happy that it actually ends up being something. Okay, so it looks like we're going into an area that's very, kind of like very crowded. So I'm just going to do something that's going to save us a bunch of time here. And I'm going to use Veil, because honestly, I've learned my lesson when it came to the Glittering Grotto. How, due to how crowded some areas can be, we might as well just, like, not deal with it, because honestly, it's just too many enemies. And that Gruffian just teleported almost on top of me. That could have been bad. Okay, well, let's see here. Spring Lock for that. I'll be gone, which is not bad. Might as well throw on a chart chest here, just so it shows us anything that we might be missing. So it's going to show us any nearby chest on the map. Ooh, there was one in the other room. Should we check that out real quick? You know what? Sure. Because we're in the area and we're really close to where Shadar is, we might as well do this. Let's see here. I'm guessing it was probably this area that we looked down a little bit. Or we could look down. Oh no, it's up there. Okay, so it means right here then. Okay, let's do this. Swain, just shoot it up and let's see what's actually going. Ooh, a giant's axe. Okay. Oh, plus 15 damage. Okay, just throw that on real quick. Okay, that's nice for me. Okay, we won't go back for the other one, but that's really nice. I'll take it. It's a good upgrade right before the boss. So, honestly, I'll take whatever we can get. Might as well check each door, because it might lead us to somewhere we need to go. I think this is the way we need to go. Yeah, I think so. Okay, we might be able to slide by. Nope, this is not the way. Very strange room for an area we could just open up. Okay, very strange. Is all the doors going to be like that? I don't remember that being the case, but that is kind of weird. I believe there's a chest over here, though. We might as well go and grab it. So, let's see here. Purple chest usually has some good stuff, so let's actually check this out. Since we pretty much made it to the end of the dungeon, we might as well do some little bit of looking around just because it gives us something to do. Radiant Blade. Okay. Oop, almost ran right into you. Run around you before our veil goes off, and let's make our way out of this crowded area, and then we don't need the veil anymore. It's just because of how crowded that area is that we really can't really mess around with it too much, because the game's not going to be fair on us when it comes to that. Because, as you saw, there's quite a bit of enemies there, and you can get, like, into, like, 5 to 10 battles back-to-back if you get stuck in there. But let's see here. What is Mr. Drippy on about now? Something tells me there's a new set of stairs somewhere around by here. We'd best have a good
good look, ain't it?
Yeah, we definitely should. And Veil is now no longer on us now, so we need to use that one more time in order to kind of get out of this area. Okay, where are we going next? It looks like where we got that Radiant Blade. Okay, so we need to make a left here. And, oh, so we didn't even need to come over here early. I guess we could have just did that when we came back this way. Oops. Well, let's make our way through. Ooh, hello, chest. I'll take that right before we go through. And got a great Sage's Secret. Not bad, not bad. And another orb for us to touch. I'm guessing this is going to open up the one all the way back there on the other side. Honestly, not bad, not bad. And there we go. I think our final set of stairs to actually make it to Shadar. We're almost to the throne room. I believe this is the final little steps for us to take.
I wonder where the stairs have appeared this time. Let's have a good nose around, shall we?
Let's have another nose around, shall we? Indeed. Anything else?
Think about all we've been through, man. You can beat him, Ollie boy. I know you can.
I know I can indeed. We more than likely should be able to take on Shadar at this point. There's no point in... Wait a minute. My veil's actually off. But can they not see me? No, they can't. That's kind of weird. This is the first time I've ran into something like this. Although there is some small bugs in the PC version. And I'm pretty sure in the other remakes for like the Switch and stuff, or in the PS4, I'm pretty sure some of these little bugs are in there. But it's actually kind of funny. I've never seen a glitch just like this, where Veil doesn't actually appear on your unit, and you're just walking around without any kind of thing blocking the sight of the enemies. That's actually kind of funny. And here we are. We're on our final steps. Shadar is right behind that door over there, because we saw that in our vision when we saw Shadar and Elysium, was that once we went through that door, we were at the throne room. So, with one final save, let's make our way to the Dark Djinn. And here we go. Only a couple more steps. And then we'll be finally taking on the major antagonist that has been a part of our story since the very beginning of the game. So, 3, 2, 1. And I'll be right back.
Welcome to Nevermore. Greetings, boy. You have grown strong. But are you strong enough to defeat me?
You bet I am.
Surely you are aware by now that if you destroy me, you will be no more. After all, you and I are one and the same.
Huh?
What? What did he say?
The souls of those in this world are connected to those in yours, boy. Live in this world, and you live in that world too. But should you die in this world, so too shall you perish in the other. The two worlds are inextricably bound together, just as we are, my soulmate.
Is he serious?
No, that can't be true.
But that is not all. Because I have gained eternal life, you have been reborn many times over. You should be grateful to me.
And I'm...
I see. It all becomes clear. You have no memory of any of this. That wretched sage chose to raise you as a normal child. Well, know this. It was I who gave you life. The fathomless darkness within me required a suitable counterweight. It was for this that you were created. O pure-hearted one. Now, speak true. Do you still wish to destroy me?
What are you going to do, Oliver?
Well, he can't fight him. That's for sure.
Maybe what Shadar says is true. But things just can't go on like this. I've got to put an end to it. And I'm gonna need your help. I want you right there beside me.
You what?
But Oliver!
You mean...
I will say it once again. If you destroy me, it will be the end of you. Do you truly mean to fight?
I don't care anymore.
In that case, let me welcome you to my world.
And here we go, Shadar the Executor. And this is going to be a very, very interesting boss fight. So, one thing to note, this is not a one-phase boss fight, like every other boss fight we've been through throughout the entirety of this game. This is one of 3. So we have 3 phases to get through. The first part, which is the easiest one, to the hardest part, which is the final one. So, with that, let's get into Shadar the Executor, one of the hardest bosses in the game. Although he's honestly not the hardest, he's definitely close to one of the harder ones. But I'm gonna say that the White Witch is honestly the hardest one in my opinion. Gotta tell my allies to dodge that. Thankfully we were able to. And he's actually dropping Nightmare Fuel, I forgot about that. Okay, cool. Got an inner strength out of that, honestly not the worst case scenario. And honestly took out my any way of hearing the game for a second there too, because of the fact that I accidentally hit my uh-oh. That was not the smartest thing for me to do. And honestly, I was trying to get a drop chop on him. Oh, he's going for Bleak Midwinter. Okay, my allies can defend that. I'm not going to be able to do that in time because of the fact that I was charging up an attack. Ouchie. Okay, can I actually get an attack in now? Because I've been trying to use drop chop for like the longest time there. Okay, get ready for Fell Wind. I can dodge that. Okay, perfect. He's going for Evan Star. Oh, no. Okay, I need to block that, I think. I think that's something we actually need to block. Okay, I believe this is his attack on everybody. That hit me? I was defending. What happened to my defense? Okay, that's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna heal Swain up real quick, since I don't think it's gonna regen our HP, so we need to be careful.
Crikey, this dark magic is hell of a powerful. Still the light spells you've got ain't too shabby either. Give that Rother the taste of Moonstar, man.
Okay, we can definitely try Mornstar. He's going for another Fell Wind. That shouldn't hit us as long as we're far away from him. Yeah, we're fine. Do a little Mornstar, do 440 damage to him. He's going for another Fell Wind, which shouldn't hit us as long as we're far away from him. I'm gonna go for a Drop Chop since this is free damage. Might as well. Okay, so far so good. He's going for another Fell Wind, get out of the range of it. Perfect. Just do as much damage as we can while he's kind of like following our allies for the most part. Okay, he's going for Pyre. I'm gonna go for Mornstar. Might as well trade Blast while he's trading one with me, since it shouldn't be the worst thing for me to take. My allies should be pretty much fine with that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so while they're doing damage to him, I'm gonna Healing Hand Swain, and then we're gonna go all in now, because Shadar's first form is pretty much over for the most part. Honestly, you know what? Let's use Iron to do it. Polar Puff. Use one last spell, and down goes Shadar for his first form. And there we go. First half done. Still got 2 other thirds, though. And I'll be right back.
I should have known. We share a soul, after all. But the darkness runs deeper than you know. Much deeper.
What now?
Here we go, phase 2, the Eternal Night. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay, I remember this being pretty hard. This guy is mostly fully physical attacks, so for the most part we'll be fine. But he will hit like a truck, based on what I remember. I think if you hit him from behind, like, the 4th boss in the game, you actually can do normal damage. Yeah, we did 55 there. So as long as he's not blocking, we do full damage. So we need to remember that. Okay, let's go for a Morningstar since he is kind of stuck for a second, kind of dealing with our allies. Okay, let's kind of like get him to run around like a madman for a little bit. Okay, perfect. Just keep dropping some damage every now and again. Uh-oh, Onslaught. I don't know if that's something... Yep, that was something I could have evaded. It's a full-on attack, so honestly, thankfully I was able to block with my allies, so it wasn't too bad.
Oof, that big swing of his flipping killer. You got to try and get your attack in first before you can rip with it, ain't it?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm gonna tell my allies to go all in. I'm gonna go for the inner strength here for the double damage. And then, honestly, I don't know how we should deal with this guy. I think, like, getting our allies to kind of force him to not look at us is probably the best thing we can do. But honestly, I'm not too sure. Okay, we were able to get 538 in there. Okay, get ready for another onslaught. I'm gonna try and evade this time. Thankfully, it should have counted this time. Although sometimes it doesn't. Really? Okay, so that attacks through evade. Oh, okay. Is that something new? Evade used to block everything. That's really weird. Okay, so I shouldn't be trying to evade every single attack. I should be using our Sillymander then, Petramander, Grima to do that. Okay. I did not know that. Huh. Okay, well, that's new to me. Okay, so now I know that. Let's actually remember that. So not all spells you can actually dodge, like you used to in the original. That's actually really important to know. I'm surprised I didn't figure that out. I thought that was just because I was messing it up and the timing and everything, but it literally didn't count. Huh. That's really weird. Okay. Not the worst case scenario, because I could still deal with it. Uh-oh, I can't block that one, can I? Yeah, I can't. Well, at least we can change to Oliver and maybe defend a little bit of it. It's still a big hit, but not the worst thing. Okay, I'm gonna go for this since I need the HP anyways. Go for a Burning Heart here, do some decent damage, not enough to get rid of him, but honestly a decent amount that it will hurt him quite a bit. Because Burning Heart usually does some pretty nasty damage. Actually, it's more than Morningstar, so honestly it wasn't that bad. Okay, go for Ivern one more time. I'm gonna actually try and get the final hit with him. And down goes the Eternal Night with Ivern for the second final hit on Shadar, second time in a row. And there we go. Eternal Night down. Final phase, here we come. And honestly, this is where things are gonna get really dicey, so BRB.
So, you have repelled the soldier of my soul. Impressive. But when despair consumes the heart, it gives birth to a power still more terrible. It is despair that will defeat you. You and all else. I am the Executor, charged with bringing destruction to this world. Behold, the power of the Dark Jinn!
And there he is, Shadar the Dark Jinn, the final phase of Shadar, and the hardest of all his phases indeed. So, with that, we need to be very careful here, because we could easily die here. He's got some very strong attacks, and I believe Fell Sweep is something we should defend, so I'm going to just defend that right away. Okay, perfect. I'm going to tell our allies to go all in, just to do some big damage here. Circles of Hell isn't an attack that attacks everybody on the field, if I remember. You have to just dodge it, so for the most part, just run for your life, and you should be fine. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Just need to dodge the little holes in the ground, and then you're pretty much fine. He's going for a Fell Sweep, back up, let him do what he's doing, and then you just go right back in. Okay, perfect. Just trying to remember each of his phases. He has one more spell, if I remember correctly, for the most part. But other than that, I think... Ooh, Esther, what are you doing? You need it back on up.
Oh, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. I've got a feeling something terrible is about to happen, Donny boy. You'd better keep your guard up.
Keep our guard up, indeed. And this is his attack. Okay. Defend, 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 defend. Everyone defend for your life. World's End. And here's his strongest attack. Ouchie. And there we go. We got our chance. But he knocked out our allies. So, because of that, we need to actually revive everybody. Let's see here. Let's just do... I think we have one for everybody. Yeah, here we go. So let's use a Phoenix Breath. Restore everybody. And tell everyone to kind of run for it. Okay. For the most part, everyone's pretty much back to normal. I'm going to tell them to kind of heal up. I'm going to deal with Shadar for now, since they'll be able to heal each other. So I don't need to worry too much there. Okay, get some big hits in. Go for a healing touch, since now we're back here. Oh, I was still in range for that? Okay, I actually thought I was further out of range for that, but okay. Okay, he's going for Despair. I believe we should defend this. I don't remember if we should. Nope, this is just one we can actually dodge. Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, well, at least we know now. So he's got 4 attacks. He's got his Circles of Hell, his Fell Sweep, which we can easily dodge as long as we run away, for the most part. And then the big one that we need to watch out for, which is his big attack. So honestly, other than that, we're pretty much fine. Just tell everyone to start attacking. I think that's why Esther took a bunch of damage, by the way, from the, I think she got hit by the Circles of Hell attack and was taking constant damage. I'm going to tell her to kind of back up if she possibly can, maybe heal herself if at all possible. Oh, he actually can't cancel his attacks. Okay, good thing to know. Do a healing touch on Esther, get ready to go back in. Let's try and go for a Mornstar if we can. Circles of Hell again, which we know we'll be able to defend for the most part, since it's not that dangerous, but our allies do kind of, like, run into it on accident for the most part. Tell them to defend for a little bit, and then full out tell them to attack again, because it will get them to... Ooh, Blast from Beyond. I don't know what that is. Okay, is that the... No, it's a different version of the other hand. Okay. Forgot that he has 5 attacks. Okay. Good to know. Good to note for now. Okay, so 5 things we need to worry about for the most part. Other than that, it looks like we're fine. Ooh. Okay, allies, you need to kind of heal yourself. Swain has a full heal on him, so I'm going to heal Esther, and Swain can heal himself. Okay, Circles of Hell again, we should be fine. As long as Swain or Esther is not directly on top of one of those. Looks like for the most part he is fine though, so let's do another healing hand. Fully heal Swain. He's going for Fell Sweep again, let's just back off and let him do it. Okay, other than that, go back in, do as many attacks as we possibly can before he can get another one of those big hits in. As long as we don't get hit by Despair, honestly. Circles of Hell again, honestly not bad. I'll take Circles of Hell over everything else that he can summon on us. Okay, tell our allies to kind of do their thing, heal up, defend for the most part, and now they can go back in. Okay, Fell Sweep, back up, let them do their thing, do a Mornstar since he's kind of busy right now, and then tell our allies to defend again since that'll get them to heal themselves, and then not run into places that they don't need to be in. Okay, he's going for Circles of Hell again, which means we're fine to try and attack him again, for the most part. Other than, nope, right here he's trying to get our buddy Felix here, but thankfully we're able to position ourselves in a way that he won't be able to completely get rid of us, since he didn't properly position those circles, honestly, for the most part. Okay, let's try and see if we can get him down here. 3, 2, 1, and down goes the Dark Shin. And down goes Shadar, since that is his final form, and we are technically done with him, for the most part. So, with that, I believe we have one more cutscene here, directly after this level up scene, so I think I'll be right back, and we're officially done with Shadar, and that means we're going to be starting on the White Witch in the next episode. So we're getting really close to actually meeting with her, because her story is the continuation of Shadar's story, basically. And we did not know about her this entire story. We only know about her because of cutscenes that we've seen. Not what Oliver's seen. Oliver doesn't even know she's a thing. Nobody does. Other than Shadar, Gallus, and everyone in the council, and the White Witch herself. So, other than that, we should be having our final cutscene. So, Beardy.
Are you still at it? Don't overdo it, will you, Lucian?
I'm not stopping till I've mastered Cloudburst. I've still got a long way to go, you know. I have to do my bit. Protect my homeland. Defend the people of Bellicosia.
The order has been given. We are to invade Rubicon on the Halcyon border. We march on the morrow. The town harbors a sage who must be eliminated. Spare no one, women and children included.
An invasion? Women and children? Why? Why must we go that far? This is wrong. This is not why I studied magic. This is all wrong. You must get away from here. Gods, please let me save someone.
I'm scared.
Here, take this. It will protect you, I promise. Now you must flee from here.
I'll try. Thank you.
Gaze upon the scene before you. You know what it signifies, I trust.
But why? Why do this? My village! Everyone's homes! Why?
This is your punishment. You made no attempt to engage the enemy, disobeying direct orders. Worse, you let the sage's daughter escape. I need hardly add that she would have proven a most useful pawn in this war.
The sage's daughter? You mean that girl was...
Oh, don't you worry, we'll get her soon.
Damn you! What I did... was it wrong? Was it my fault? Was it my fault they were killed? Idiot! You couldn't even save one solitary life. You know full well that girl is dead already. What the hell is the point? Why did I even try? There's no good in this world. Only despair.
Embrace your despair. For when despair devours the heart, it gives birth to the power of hatred. It is despair that will overwhelm this world. You are the executor, charged with bringing destruction to this world. I dub you the Dark Djinn.
And there we have it. The dark truth of Shadar and the official soulmate of Oliver. As you can see, they're one and the same when he was younger. Much, much younger. But as we know that Shadar is basically a lich at this point, he's eternal, he's been alive for so long, so he probably looks a lot different than Oliver does right now, honestly, let's be honest. There's no way that they look very, very similar, but I guess they might look similar if we were to see him, which we will finally be seeing. So, let's do this. What was that? Lucian? He was so sad. Oh wait, that's Shadar.
You saw it too, boy.
Yep, I have.
I should not be surprised. We are connected after all.
Shadar?
Let me tell you a tale.
Huh?
Once there was a man who prayed. He prayed for an end to war. And he prayed for power. The power to achieve his aim. But his prayers went unanswered. The man was driven to despair. His despair became the power he so craved. And the Dark Jinn was born.
So the man before it really was you?
It was a memory I cannot erase.
Shadar, no, Lucian. If that was what you really wanted, why would you try to destroy the world?
Because that is my role, my destiny. I am the Executor.
The Executor? What does that mean?
But that role is at an end. I must leave this place.
But you can't. What about the real you?
You need not know my reasons. Know only that I must leave, but you are destined to remain.
Huh?
The link between our souls, it must be severed.
And just like that, we're no longer connected to Shadar, although he will always technically be our soulmates. And we now know the true Lucian, although he definitely went down a dark road. He was the one that actually saved Alicia when she was just a small kid, if you saw that in the little cutscene there. And he thinks that she died during that. And maybe he doesn't remember her, but that was Alicia. And if he maybe remembered that, he might not have went so down the road that he went down. But honestly, he was pretty committed at the end, because you can't really change your path after you've been so sucked down it for the most part when it comes to being a villain character. For the most part, you can, but when it comes to like a major villain that they're so sucked down the rabbit hole that they really can't do much, even if they wanted to, usually they can't. But sometimes they can have a change of heart in some games. But Shadar was kind of too committed, and as we see, he's got to leave the world in order for Oliver to continue his battle. And with that, we're going to be finally saying goodbye to Lucian, also known as the Dark Jinn Shadar. And we're finally done with Shadar's story, because after this, we're on to the White Witch. And that is going to be our final story. And then we'll get into the post-game, of course. But honestly, we're getting really close to it. The very end of this game. And it's been a fun ride, honestly. So with that, let's continue. Huh? But our hearts, you can't.
Be you, Oliver. And you alone.
And me alone indeed. Well, goodbye, Shadar. Goodbye, Lucian. And I'll be right back, since we got another cutscene.
Oliver!
Can you really? Can he really be gone? No. Huh?
Oliver! You're all in one piece, man!
I'm not dreaming this, am I?
But what about Shadar? He could still be here.
No, he's not.
Huh?
Shadar, he's gone.
What? But...
He wanted to protect the world.
He could have fooled me.
It's true. I saw into Shadar's heart. I saw it all. Shadar, no. I mean, Lucian. The truth is...
So this is how the tale of who would destroy the world ends. It's a solitary fate. But mine was ever so. I was always alone.
You were not alone. And look who it is.
Alicia, your son is with me no longer. Or have you come here to mock me?
No, I have come to speak to you.
What is there to speak of? You know nothing.
I know everything. I flew to the future. I saw a world shrinking in fear of you. The people were still afraid. That had not changed. But one thing did surprise me. It was a more peaceful age than the one from which I had come. There was no war. Was that what you wanted? You wanted to protect our world. Even after you became the Dark Jinn.
You presume you do not know me.
Oh, but I do know you. You saved me. You saved my life. And you gave me this. And there's the proof. I completely forgot Shadar actually didn't know, honestly, to be completely honest. But I knew that was Alicia, because you could tell just because of the model in general. There's no character that looks like Alicia in the game. And that was the closest character that's looked to her in the, in any, like, slightly changed models that we've seen. And you could easily tell that was her as a kid, honestly. So I was just gonna tell you guys that anyways. There's no point in me not saying that, because it's literally about to be talked about anyways. But, which I didn't know at the time, but still, there it is. Alicia has officially told Shadar the truth. And if Shadar might have known that, I think he might not have ended up becoming a villain, honestly. I do think that's the truth. But, let's continue.
No, it cannot be. You cannot be her.
Thanks to you, I saw many worlds, and I lived many happy, carefree days. And now I have found you again, my savior.
But that day, they caught you. I could not.
You wanted to put an end to war, so you destroyed it all, even your own country, its people, because the war was their doing. And in doing so, you freed me.
I wanted to.
I know what you wanted. I knew what you had set out to achieve. That was why I tried to stop you.
I waited so long. Yet in the end, it was not I who brought peace. It was the one who destroyed me.
But it was not. I who was destined to defeat you.
It was Oliver. I cannot be forgiven for what I have done. I knew it was wrong, but despair had consumed me, and I could not see no other way. And then the White Witch. And Alicia knows about her, apparently. Huh. Surprised that no one else other than Alicia and Shadar know about her. That is very weird. The White Witch. You knew.
Is it over now?
It is. It is finally at an end.
Thank you. Thank you for guiding Oliver to his destiny.
How could I do otherwise? Our fates were intertwined.
I must say goodbye to him now, too. Wait for me here. My savior. I thought Shadar was going to talk for a second, to be honest. Okay. And there we go. We got one more cutscene, so BRB.
The castle! Esther! Swain! Mr. Drippy! Where are you?
Oliver?
Mom?
You've grown so much, Oliver.
Mom!
I know you'll be fine now. You don't need me to look after you anymore.
Mom!
Oliver? You did so well, sweetie. This is a pendant someone gave me a long time ago.
I know.
I want you to have it. Don't cry now, Oliver. It's going to be all right. I'm so proud of you, my beautiful son. Goodbye.
Thank you. Oliver!
Oi! Honey boy! What are you doing? Had a nice nap?
You're all here!
Where else would we be?
You just collapsed all of a sudden. We were worried.
Sorry.
Yet a load of that.
It's so beautiful. It's like everything's awoken from a long sleep.
Ain't it? So our tale's at an end.
Mom, you gave me the greatest gift of all. My life.
Right, you lot. What's next?
Let's go see what's going on in the world.
Yeah, things should be back to normal now, huh?
Only one way to find out.
Tidy! Oh, well, I don't know what's going on now.
And that was the story of the Dark Djinn. In the beginning, Shadara wanted to protect the world. And in the end, his dream came true. It's over, Lucian. That's right, isn't it, Mom?
Hermana, look! Look at the big house!
It's a castle, Amanito!
And look! What is that? Look how the water pours from it!
Wait for me!
Well, I've done my preparations for the display. Suppose you've been sat on your backside, Roman.
Oh, you got some cheek? Don't you worry, I've got everything under control.
But you've been sitting down all morning, and you reckon you've set up all your fireworks?
That's right. Now, let's show this town what we've got, Catherine. Time to start this party with a bang!
Your Majesty, the celebrations are about to commence.
Yes, but one cannot cut corners when it comes to grooming, honestly. It will only take one moment.
But there's no time, Majesty.
A moment, one said. One simply must clean one's ears. Where did one's royal ear cleaner?
Ear cleaner? But your Majesty.
King Hickory, hurry up!
Calm down, you little pipsqueak! I'm still black and blue after battling you-know-who!
Don't worry! King Dom's sure to call a ceasefire today.
Yeah!
Ah!
Come and get it, you lazy
Doesn't that
nice...
brat know I'm royalty?
Run!
Tidy is a proper party! Ho, just like home.
This is what Shadar wanted, isn't it? To see the world at peace.
Well, so Oliver tells us. I bet he's up there watching now. Him, you and Mark.
Yeah. I just know they are.
Now, I wonder if the Cowleaf from Marcus-san have arrived yet.
Well, they're busy people. There's still plenty of time. Which means we've got time to enjoy ourselves. Am I right, Dolly boy?
Yeah.
And with that, we're officially done with Shadar's story. Only one story left, and that is the White Witches. We're very close to the end of the game. Although we're closing up one chapter of our major events that's transpired throughout the entirety of this game, we still have one more event to happen, and that is the White Witches' first appearance to Oliver and the gang. And that's what we're gonna get ourselves into in the next episode. So, although everything looks very peaceful right now, things are about to turn for the worst. So, with that, thank you all for watching today's episode. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the beginning of the White Witches story. So, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.